So for the last few days, I've just been feeling a lot of heaviness. And if you're here and you're watching, you've probably been feeling the same or experiencing the same in your own life. And what you're being asked to do is nothing. What is being called for, and even for me, is stillness. And it's interesting because stillness is usually really uncomfortable, right? Because we have been conditioned to be in this society of like productivity and constantly doing and always being on the move. And so when we're being asked to come back to stillness, it almost feels like, why? This doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't be still. There's nothing happening. If I'm still, nothing happens. And that's where our conditioning is not right. The interesting thing, the download that I was getting, is that the most happens in stillness. That's when you're able to recalibrate to all the things that you've been asking for and wanting to bring in into this new phase, a new chapter in your life that only happens when you can anchor and come back into stillness. Because when we are shifting and changing to a different person, in the beginning, there's a lot of chaos, a lot of turbulence within us and also in our outer reality, as within, so without, right? But it's almost like you get used to that type of chaos and we associate it with, like, okay, there's chaos, that means things are changing, which is true. But before the actual change, before the actual new chapter, there's often a stillness. And in that stillness, we often associate it with, like, wait a minute, everything stops, so nothing's working, nothing's going. Why is there, nothing happening I should be doing to bring on this new cycle, this new chapter in my life? But the stillness usually comes after the storm, but that's like the internal and all the change that you have done on the outside and inside. So again, you have to like recalibrate. So what you are experiencing now is a recalibration. And that can only happen in the stillness. So right now, it's not about doing more, figuring things out, even though there's a part of your mind that wants to, because it wants that safety, that control of like, well, I need to figure X, Y, and Z out because I'm not in the greatest situation, etc., etc. But the answers will come in the stillness. And the image that I'm getting right now, it's interesting because it's like the analogy of like, you can't chase the butterfly, right? You're never going to catch the butterfly if you go chase it. The butterfly comes to you when you're still and you surrender and you allow. And it's like you don't expect it and it just lands on you. And you didn't even do anything. Like you didn't go out and chase it. You were literally just sitting, closing your eyes, being in the stillness, and it came to you. So that's what you're being asked right now, is just honor the stillness. Be in the stillness. Rest in it. Allow yourself to rest in it. And know that you are safe in it, because that's where our wiring is all messed up. If we associate safety with busyness, with doing more, with being productive, with pretty much burning out, that's not that's not safety. Because if you think about it, us always wanting to be productive or busy or in a chaotic state is because we feel unsafe and we are finding safety in that chaos. But that's not true safety. So it's just about coming back into the body and honoring the stillness and recalibrating your system that stillness equals safety. Stillness equals things are coming together. This is the calm after the storm, but that doesn't mean that the calm is usually like where everything starts right away, right? Where a new chapter begins. It does and it doesn't, right? Like a lot of people think that the new chapter means, there's stuff happening in this new chapter, like a new job, new career, new place, new relationship, new friend, new whatever, right? But oftentimes when we have shedded so much, our system is just recalibrating from everything that it has shedded. So it's like it's anchoring the new version of yourself that you are becoming. And once it can recalibrate, that's when things start to shift and change in your life. And it comes in those moments when you least expect it. So when you finally start honoring that stillness, when you finally start honoring just like the rest period that you are in, and breathing into that, being in that. And so right now you might feel like your body needs more rest. I know mine does. I've been feeling the need to sleep a lot more, and I've just been honoring that. And so you could be too, and just know that that's okay. That is what your body needs to recalibrate, to come back into balance after shedding so much of your old that no longer serves you. Now it's almost like you're growing new skin. You're getting used to this new skin, and that takes a lot of energy to process all of that. Like, you've been through so much, you've shedded so much. And yes, there were like periods of rest in that, but not really, because you were doing so much shadow work in that. You were shedding so many layers of yourself that though it looked like rest, it wasn't rest, because you were peeling off layers from yourself that were no longer in resonance to who you were becoming, to who you are becoming. And so that's not really rest, right? So you've shedded a lot, you've lost a lot that was part of your old life. And now your system, your body, your soul needs to recalibrate. It needs to reestablish this new frequency, this new waveform that it is entering and that it has been entering. And it needs to establish that so that all that new things that you have been desiring can come in. But they'll only come in when you can honor the rest period. And again, I know for the human psyche that can feel like, what? Why? I shouldn't be resting. That means I'm doing nothing. If I'm doing nothing, then nothing will come about. And again, that's a wrong thing to like think about. That's a wrong thing to adopt within ourselves, within our belief systems. Yes, everything needs balance of like action and resting, but trust me, in all the shedding that you have done, that was a lot of action, even if it didn't feel like it. That was a lot of action, a lot of energy. And yeah, now your system is just coming back into balance. So just know that. Yeah, just know that it is coming back into balance. So honor the rest and tell yourself that you are worthy and you are so deserving of this new life when you're in your rest period as well. So you're being invited right now just to be in that. And that even, if that even means like turning off your phone for like the whole weekend, do so. And just be. Just be. And there's a part of you that might fight that, might want to like rattle things up and do things, but just keep on coming back, anchoring yourself back into stillness, into rest. And if you need to sleep, sleep. But ultimately, just be, and trust me, you will have the next inspired action to take from that rest. Either that or it will come to you when you least expect it. But right now, this is your rest period. So honor that, be with it, and know that you are always worthy and deserving, even if you're in this stillness and rest period. I hope this lands with you. I hope this resonates with you. I mean, if you're watching, it for sure does. But yeah, really honor your rest. That's how I'm going to end this. And I will see you on the next one.